He's Spaz.
Yeah.
It's almost football season, Spaz.
Oh, that's right.
I know you. I thought you forgot.
No.
I apologize, Spaz. I did something I shouldn't have, and I didn't tell you about it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Enjoy. Thank you, AI.
Quack, quacking off. Quack, quack, quacking off. Spaz sits all day and quacks off and spends his time quacking off. Everyone loves quacking off. Quack, quacking off.
God, it's so fucking stupid. I'm sorry. I couldn't resist. It was so bad.
Oh, it was great, though. I loved it.
That was like
Oh,
1.25 times the normal speed because I was like the original one that the AI did was so stupid.
oh.
So wrong.
Hey, everybody, welcome in.
Yes, everyone. Welcome into on both channels actually now we're multi-streaming. So anyone on the Exploring Ben and Sam channel, appreciate it. Obviously a lot of the normal people that we know, but also on the actual brand new Quacking Off with Ben and Spaz YouTube channel, which is under construction. It is also streaming there. So anyone who finds it, we appreciate you checking out that video, and hopefully you will like and subscribe to that channel. It is under construction again. We are working on it. All right. It got put together what last night?
Yeah. I mean, we, due to unfortunate situations, some of you may say, I think we've saw these guys before. But due to some unfortunate situations, we used to be on another channel, on another network, and they decided that they didn't want us anymore. So here we are,
All
doing
right.
our own
This
thing.
this would have been my fourth season there, and your third, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So here we are, and we took some time, thought about it, got a lot of good name recommendations from the chat. Kathy, I know you gave us one. Uh, yeah, we played around with some word games with it, and just kind of was like, yeah, this works, this works, this works. So we just decided to run with it. Last night I did a bunch of thumbnail and background stuff, and launched and emails, and here we are. Here we are. Why not? The season is upon us. Spaz.
Yes, it is. And we're hunting, we're officially hunting bobcats.
No, week one. Week one. If it's anything like Idaho, I will not be doing a post game that night.
Hey,
Swear to God, I can't handle that again. And thank you, Wendell. I appreciate that. That is true. There's the link there for you guys in the chat. It's also in the description of the video for the Exploring with Ben and Sam. At least I think it's also on the actual Quacking Off channel chat. So please do go over there and subscribe. Again, under construction, in progress. Have to do a banner. Have to do some final little tweaks and stuff. But by the start of the season, we will be fully over there. This was just a way to launch it and put it out there a little bit. That's the only reason for this.
okay.
Call me a whore.
Yes,
Don't.
we had to.
Why is my chair squeaking so much tonight? I hear it like every time I move.
It sounds like your butt sliding across it.
No, I'm just leaning back into it. It's fucking creaking. Annoying. I need a new chair.
This is why we can't have nice things.
I need to steal Sam's office chair. He has the same chair and he doesn't even use it. It's in the bedroom. That's what happens. I need to steal that one.
Hey, good to see you, Troy. Nice you just dropped by.
Troy's like, haha, my title. I believe that was Troy's title recommendation.
I believe so.
I believe it was. Once again, we had some good title recommendations. So, but yeah. It was this or the Quack Off. Either one were mildly inappropriate. So
Yes.
Could you imagine that intro song as the Quack Off? Oh, the wording I could have done on that one. Whoa,
Yeah.
boy. So what do we have now officially, Spaz? We have
Today's
man.
Wednesday.
14, like 17 days, 17, 18 days. YouTube would not like that though.
Nah.
That one would not have gone over too well. But yeah, we appreciate everyone being here because it's been a little while. We took some time off. It's kind of nice though, getting away, kind of resting the brain from constantly having to do the live streams over and over and over again and not much to talk about.
Yeah.
Kind of got repetitive. But here it's our own shit. We can do whatever we want now.
Yeah, we can do whatever that we want.
Way to censor yourself. I like that.
Should we start with the breaking news from this afternoon?
Ooh, from this afternoon, more news?
Yeah.
Did I miss it from this afternoon? Well, I don't even have a banner ready for this probably then. Please enlighten us on breaking news this afternoon from Oregon, I guess, fall camp?
No, from the Oregon SID, which is the Student Initiative Development or something like that. Basically, they're in charge of all the media and credentials and things like that for
Okay.
all the games.
I totally forgot that I was going to be like, Spaz, you have great news to say, tell everyone.
Yeah. I just got an email this afternoon after months of actually after years, because I started last year, but I got late into the process. But this year I started early enough, and I was pleasantly poking at the Oregon athletic people to see if they would give me some media credentials. Lo and behold, today I got an announcement. I have been approved as a media member for the University of Oregon football season. On a game-by-game basis, they're not doing season passes or something this year. They're doing it game-by-game. Obviously, probably because certain games and whatnot, they probably got a ton of credentials that people are wanting, like USC and things like that. I'm still going to fight to try to get it. But if I don't get it for certain games, I have a backup plan. Yeah. I got a backup plan through a family friend that said they don't think you should have an issue getting me a spot to a game here or there. So if I need to, I've got the backup plan.
Well, like I told you, you called me, or I'd send you the link. You called me after and told me. I was like, well, even if you get a couple games this year, that's great because now you're in the media pool. So
Right.
It becomes maybe easier even next year when you reapply.
Yes.
So I think that's important. It was just getting in the door initially.
Yeah, exactly.
There are a lot of people that apply for that stuff. I bet.
Oh, I'm sure. So yeah, I'm a little excited there. Kind of made my day.
Oh, and that's awesome because yeah, you were trying last year, and you were trying again this year, and for those in the know, the funny thing was he got it off of the other network. It's so good. Now,
Hey,
I wonder how that'll
when I
play in.
initially applied, we were still on that network. So
Wonder how that'll apply next year, though. Since you're not, I guess maybe that's why we're working on building this one. So maybe once you're in, you're in. Who knows?
yeah.
I guess we'll figure it out next year, right?
Yeah, exactly.
We'll buy you the biggest lighter in the world.
And it's a pain in the butt.
It's childproof.
No, it's half broken.
This is why we can't have nice things.
God dang it.
As Spaz's house completely goes up in flames. He's just like literally compressing it until it explodes.
Yeah, right?
That's why I don't like propane tanks. I'm sorry, I don't need a giant bomb on my patio. Sorry.
No. Well,
Even
and
better. It's just like, what the hell is happening right now?
that is right, Joey. Welcome in. Traveling Fools, welcome in. Yes.
I don't know what channel they're on because if Spaz does type in StreamYard, it's going to come up twice because we're on 2 channels. So I will warn people ahead of time. Yes. Welcome in, Joey. Welcome in, Traveling Fools, at least temporarily. LW did pop in early, really briefly, I think, and then I think he left. Yeah, we also have other news, Spaz, and there's nothing like getting great sarcasm, great news before the season starts. Even
Yeah.
nothing like it at all. Absolutely nothing like it.
No, not at all.
Let's start with I don't know. Each one is kind of weird. Let's go with the maybe lesser worst situation.
Yeah.
And I would argue you can argue with me that this is actually the worst. I'm leaning that actually this is the lesser of the 2 things. Defensive back, safety. Why did that not spell out correctly? I could not type earlier. Apparently, I've got to fix that. But Trey McNutt has broken his leg. Broken his leg. Yikes.
However, it is only a hairline fracture. So they're saying 6 to 10 weeks.
Yeah, I heard 6 to 12, but at the same time, I'm going to fix this really quickly because I don't know why that did not get corrected. So either way, that's still.
And in the end run, whereas with other injuries and such, Dan has came out and said, they're probably not going to make it back. He believes that Trey McNutt has the possibility to make it back this season, later in the season. So obviously that tells me they were planning on using him in some capacity. He is a true freshman, 5-star recruit. So they were definitely planning on using him in some packages. So that hurts a little bit in the depth on the defensive back safety issue, but not too bad because, again, that's another area that we're pretty deep in. So
That's why I said you could argue either or because the recruiting in the defensive backfield and a couple of the transfers have been pretty solid to fill in those gaps. How much of an impact would it have been? Of course, the depth is nice, but how much of an impact would it have been, I think, is the question that we don't know, and it depends on the recovery. The best thing for McNutt here is it's broken bone, not like a muscle tear or a ligament damage.
Yeah.
A bone will set and heal as long as it's done properly. Whereas ligament
and it's not a compound fracture. If it had been a compound fracture, season would have been done.
Yeah, but like muscles and ligaments, those can be continuously repeating as injuries or nagging injuries. Whereas like a bone, once it heals, you're going to be okay. Once it heals. Oh,
yeah.
That would be something.
Battle of the Fighting Marios, yeah. That would be something to see.
especially if he didn't take a knee.
Yeah.
That will live on in Oregon and Miami infamy.
And in the other not so thrilling and exciting news,
Oh, man.
it was announced a couple of days ago. Dan Lanning came out yesterday and said, yes, it's official. 5-star wide receiver from 3 years ago, Jurion Dickey, has been suspended from the team. He's got a bit of an attitude problem, apparently. Starting some fights, showing up late to practices, different things, but things that can be fixed. You know, we'll see. The one thing I will say about Dan is he doesn't just kick people off. He gives them an opportunity to fight for their job. Up to this point, Jurion has kind of been a disappointment because he hasn't really lived up to that 5-star potential yet. He's had a few catches here and there, but for some reason he's just not clicking. He had a really rough upbringing. He was very troubled growing up, apparently. Had some issues. So, there's all those things that are, creeping in. Young kid, needs some discipline. And maybe that's what'll be good for him.
Yeah, in the presser, it was like Dan said, there's 2 main rules. Be on time to things and be respectful. And so I have a feeling this is a combination of the 2 potentially, but how long it's been going on, how many times, that's the kind of the question mark. And why? Maybe he's frustrated about not having the production that he thinks he should have had by now, or all the other receivers around him where, he's not the focus. It's really hard to say what it is, but you just mentioned it, and it's true. Look at a guy like Trayshawn Holden last year. I mean, one of the dumbest things I've ever seen any player do, spit on the Ohio State defensive backs. Literally.
He hocked to it.
Literally. And what did Dan do immediately? Besides he was ejected from the game, Dan suspended him and said, you have to prove yourself. And Trayshawn went right to work, proving himself that he was a team player and that he was willing to be back. And Dan still held him out of game. And then even then it was kind of minimal. But then you saw him come right back in and show what he needed to do. So, but that's what the whole point is. Dan wants people to be accountable. So I don't know what Jurion Dickey's issue is exactly, but obviously there's something that Dan doesn't like.
And now, due to that discipline that Dan held Trayshawn into, Trayshawn is probably the number 3 or number 4 receiver in Dallas.
After going undrafted.
After going undrafted. He has turned heads down in Oxnard, California, Cowboys training camp, and he's made some nice grabs, and he shows up. He's ready to go every day, day in, day out. The Cowboys coaching staff is very happy with him to this point, and they're quite surprised. So that's a good thing.
If he shows up to be number 3 or even solidly 4, whatever, or solid rotational to get someone like that undrafted, any coaching staff's going to be thrilled.
Yeah.
Don't have to worry about that salary cap.
Yeah, that's what you call a draft steal.
Yeah, exactly. I really thought he was going to go at least in the 6.
Yeah, so did I.
So, but that's what draft steals are all about, whether late round or undrafted even, or Mr. Irrelevant, Mr. Brock Purdy.
Brock Purdy, yeah.
Other than that, it's actually been a relatively quiet fall camp so far. Obviously, they're just kind of getting going and stuff. The injury was like the immediate, just like, really already. At least it's not the O line.
Yeah.
God help us. God help us, please, not the O line.
Well, and if you listen to a lot of the guys that are closer to the team down there in Eugene and whatnot, they've said that Dan has completely closed up all the practices, and so there's rumors, oh, is there issues? Is there a starting battle at the quarterback? We've heard a couple of rumors that Dante hasn't had the greatest camp so far. Who knows?
Well, and that's something we talked about before in the offseason was everyone's projecting it's Dante's team. But what if those same problems from UCLA are still showing up even in practices, in scrimmages, in like camps? It's like, how long, or in a game situation, do they let it go on before, like in Montana State, for instance, say he throws 2 picks in the first half. Now or Oregon's winning, say by like 17, and they put Novosad in the second half. Is that going to be like, oh, there's still a question mark at the QB position?
Yeah, is it going to be a Jalen Milroe in Alabama last year situation?
Or oh God, what was his name in was it 2016 against USC? They had the starting quarterback for like 1 or 2 drives, and then they pulled him and put in Hurts. No, not Hurts. Was it? Oh crap!
Oh, yeah, Hurts.
It was Hurts. Yeah,
Hurts and Tua.
Yeah, over the other but the other guy had
Tua.
started. No. This was the opening game, and they had their starting quarterback, and then like 2 drives later, they pulled him and put Hurts in, and then Hurts took off with the season. Like the guy who just got kind of screwed.
Oh yeah,
LW can name who that was. I can't remember what that guy's. It was a white quarterback. That's all I remember. And USC coming in looking like fucking thugs, just to get absolutely embarrassed. Barnett? Was it Barnett who got pulled for Hurts?
I don't remember.
Was that Blake Barnett? I don't know why that name just came to mind. Yep. Oh, there it is. Yep. Blake Barnett. Looked horrible. I think it was like 2 drives and he got pulled.
Yeah.
Or something like that. It was like, yikes. I don't know. That's what I say with the quarterback competition. I'm like, we assume it's Dante, but is it? And LSU Hyper Ninja, I'm getting to you. I actually started your thing from earlier, so I was getting to. Troy's like, yeah, it comes down to that's kind of the thing. Stewart going out is a concern. Now losing a potential depth piece in Jurian Dickey, potentially, at least even for like maybe the first game or two. You don't know how this is going to go. It's kind of the big thing. Who's going to fill the void? And that's the good thing is we were going to look at it, and I'll pull it up here in a minute, kind of look at the depth chart, because the good thing is the depth chart is really good. So even losing Jurian, Evan Stewart's the worst loss by far. That is the worst loss. Even compared to Decorian Moore. I don't know. I would take Evan Stewart just for the proven commodity. At least is the solid 1B, 1A, 1B kind of thing. So let's look at the depth chart here in a second if we get it. But LSU Hyper Ninja here has asked this a couple times, and so he wanted to get to it. 10-2 possibly. That's not unreasonable. That's not unreasonable.
No. I was watching CBS Network's Big Ten preview last week or yesterday, and they did team by team, and then they did the overall, and then they did their playoff prediction, and almost every single one of them had Oregon in their 6 to 9 range for playoff seeding this year. And former UCLA head coach Rick Neuheisel.
Oh, Rick Neuheisel. Oh, man.
He picked Oregon to beat Kirby Smart and Georgia in the college national title game this year.
I know Rick Neuheisel is high. All offseason, Rick Neuheisel has actually been high on Oregon, despite all losing everything they did. I just have to say, rest in peace, Rick Neuheisel. Oregon sent you out the wrong way in that Pac-12 championship game.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. Rick Neuheisel has been high on Oregon. I 10-2 is not unreasonable. I think most of us think lost to Penn State. Not unreasonable to think that definitely could be a loss.
Not
and then
unreasonable.
we've all agreed that there's going to be maybe one other game, whether it be like at Iowa. I think we all agree is kind of like one of those. This could go sideways, maybe.
Yeah.
We have to see how Washington is because it's at Washington. And then does USC actually take a step forward, or are they just another 6-6 regular season team? Those are about the three that stand out the most, personally. But 10-2 is not unreasonable. 9-3, then I'd be like, ooh, something went wrong. Dante threw a few too many picks. Yeah, exactly, Troy. It's like something would have to go very wrong, especially 8-4. Good God, someone's getting fired at that point.
Yeah, totally.
For whatever reason it is, or the O-line has just massive injuries. Again, please don't.
Yeah, please don't.
Plus, they can't move. Stop moving Poncho from center. Stop it. Everything was fixed once Poncho went back to center.
Yeah, it worked very well.
See, LSU Hyper Ninjas he just brought up a point I made months ago. I said, should Oregon, if USC and Notre Dame drop their game, Oregon should pick up that spot with Notre Dame. Old versus the new. Green versus the gold.
I don't think that would be bad.
Would it happen? Probably not. But I mean, I wouldn't mind Notre Dame coming to Eugene every other year.
Yeah.
That'd be fine. It would be an interesting rivalry. I wouldn't even want to call it.
You definitely get it would help build your program. It would help build your strength of schedule each year, especially with non-con game like that. And
and it'd build it for Notre Dame too.
Yeah. and it potentially build into a good rivalry.
No, I agree. Yeah, I want games I don't see much. So
Yeah.
that's why I was afraid about moving to the Big Ten. We talked about this for the year. Is that will this ruin some of those Oregon Ohio State games? Will it ruin kind of how unique those are? Or Oregon, Michigan, USC, Michigan, would it ruin it? I mean, we're not playing Ohio State or Michigan this season in the regular season, so I guess no. But we will.
Yeah, give
see.
me Oregon, Texas, Oregon, Alabama, Oregon, LSU, Oregon, Clemson.
Well, okay. This LSU, I was like, last time we played LSU, that didn't go very well.
No, we
Which
need
actually,
we need a rematch of that game.
Actually, he mentioned that earlier. I didn't buy the tickets for that game. I lived in Fort Worth, and I was like, no, sorry, not going to pay to watch my team potentially lose. Not going to happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's jump into it. I have it here. So let's since we're here, because we're talking about the injuries and the suspension and the impact that it could have. But again, while both of them suck, especially Evan Stewart, obviously, which we already knew about. Depth chart wise, I'm not that concerned.
No.
Look at the wide receiver room, for instance. Kyler Casper. Yes, he hadn't done a lot, but he was also a high 4-star. Was he 5? Was he borderline 5?
Casper, I think, was 4.
I think he was high. He was a higher 4, but you've got Casper. This is the projection. This was about a month and a half ago, in all fairness, by our lads. But they have adjusted it, looks like, to move a couple people down on the slot. Obviously, Evan Stewart is not there, so they did update that from that time frame. But you got Kyler Casper, DeCorian Moore. And people forget. Well, let's not sleep on Gary Bryant. He's back. He's healthy. He's a proven guy. So,
and Justice Lowe had a nice spring game, and had some nice catches in the Big Ten title game against Penn State last year. I mean, there's some possibilities.
well,
And Malik Benson, the 5-star out of Florida State,
And he did not have a great spring game, but maybe it's just taking him a second, settle down, get into practice, and we're going to see. The point is, he's just never proven himself yet, but he has potential, but we don't know. But at least he's a solid option, I think. He's not going to be the world beater, I don't think, but at least he's going to be like a solid receiver. Let's put it that way. If he was the leading receiver for Florida State last year, god damn. He has to be decent. They can't throw the ball with shit. All due respect, Big Dave, to DJ.
Yes.
Jeremiah McClellan, obviously he's got potential, not proven. Dickey behind him, obviously. We'll see what happens with him.
Cooper Perry now? Maybe Cooper Perry gets some snaps now?
Yeah. I think this Perry probably moves up, obviously, into Dickey's spot. Because even by this, Dickey was going to be third.
Yeah.
I mean, Dylan Gresham in the spring game, he was the hottest name. And even Jack Wrestler looked pretty good in the spring game. So these are two guys that could even overtake maybe Malik Benson.
I mean, and you look at this depth chart we've got in almost every position. It's, sophomore, junior, freshman, a lot of freshmen, some redshirt freshmen. There's depth here to be had.
Yeah, the redshirt freshmen and freshmen are the ones that are like, we have to find out. But that's it. We have a lot of proven guys that I think can do this or have been in the system for at least a couple of years now, so they know what to expect.
And people say our running back room is down. Sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
Obviously, you guys did not watch and have not seen. Daquan Riggs shocked everybody at the end of the season last year. That kid is not far from overtaking Winnington. He's a big back, and he can carry the load. We could potentially have 3 guys that carry a bulk of the load.
Well, and in all honesty, too, when we're talking about even receiving threat, we didn't even mention Kenyon Sadiq.
Yeah.
As a receiving threat. Jeremiah Johnson, he's no slouch in the receiving game either as a tight end, the transfer from Louisville.
No.
I can't specify as the Hughes as a running back in the pass game, but Winnington has shown his ability to be effective in the passing game out of the backfield. So
yeah,
there's more than enough options to make up for an injury or a suspension.
And I think we're going to have a lot more. I think we're going to air the ball out a little more this year. I don't think you're going to see as many check downs and such. You may, but I just have a feeling with this receiver room has some speed on it. Decorian Moore, speed. Casper, speed. We all know what Sadiq brings on the speed level. Justice Lowe can run. Cooper Perry was one of the sought after freshmen in the country a couple of years ago before he took his
mission.
And now, I mean, who knows?
He's probably still warm. He's probably warming back up. I don't know what their training is like during that, but that's it. He's got all the potential. It's just, when do you see it?
Oh, and the average weight increase for freshmen was 22 pounds from last year to this year. That's how our weight program is.
Even Sadiq put on like 18 pounds or something like that.
Yeah.
And I don't think he needed to, but he's still just as fast. So that's why receiving options I am not concerned about with this group.
No, I think our biggest issue is going to be how our quarterbacks adapt.
Well, I like how you brought up maybe not as many checkdowns or, screen options. I think those are still going to be a core principle of the offense because that's what Stein does. But those will be more now to set up that trick play down the field. Not necessarily a full-on trick play like double pass or something like that, but set up that defense to come towards the line, to set it up.
RPO.
Yeah, it'll just kind of set it up, and that way they can break downfield. I think that's kind of we'll see a little difference with Stein. But yeah, bye, Kathy.
Good night, Kathy. Thanks for showing up. Appreciate the support.
Yeah, I'm the same way, but we got shit to talk about around here. But that's why I said with that, not just that though, we gotta go down here to defense.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, no offense. I would have loved to seen Trey McNutt play this year. Maybe he will, like we said, later in the year. I don't think he was going to be extremely overly productive in the sense because there are a lot of guys available in that defensive backfield. Obviously, he was going to be free safety, which is extremely important. But Lopa's been there.
And Peyton Woodyard's a 5-star that came from Alabama. 5-star transfer from Alabama. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like you needed Trey to be, right there with Lopa.
Yeah, I think it would have been nice to have obviously seen Trey in the, I hate to say garbage time, but like getting those reps, in those kind of situations. I think that would have been very useful, obviously, for him. But maybe now you've got to pull in someone else to kind of fill that spot, maybe in the depth.
Well, and I think, Brandon Finney could or even Iffy, could easily, I think, play a strong safety if need be.
Yeah,
Or
I
free
think
safety.
you could at least double them up. Yeah, kind of like, hey, we need you to fill in here once in a while. I think they could do it.
I mean, you look at our cornerbacks, and you've got 2 freshman cornerbacks that in Naheem Offord and Dorian Brew that could easily, if Lawrence struggles, you could easily see Naheem Offord backing that up.
That's what I was going to say. Is like I'm really excited to see what Jaleel looks like.
Yeah.
Now back healthy again, very experienced. Has always shown that potential, but then has those moments where you're like, "What are you doing?" So
Yeah, and I think the depth issue is going to be at Mike linebacker behind Bryce Betcher. That's the depth piece you got to watch at. Jerry Mixon didn't play a lot. Obviously, Williams and Nix are both freshmen, so you don't know what you're going to get there.
yeah, I have to agree. The ad, I swear, ad, I am gonna come over there and whoop your ass.
I know, me too.
My God.
But at Jackback, you've got Tam Tuioti and Blake Purchase with Nasir Wyatt.
I am not concerned there at all.
Not concerned there at all.
Those are 3 names. I'm like, rotate them. I don't care. Good to go.
And Aiden Breland backing up Bear Alexander. If Bear Alexander is anything what he should have been at USC, you got no issue at defensive tackle. None.
Well, and that's the thing. That's why Bear Alexander is another interesting little part because he's known Dan since Georgia. Didn't work out, went to USC. Was like the talk of the town for USC fans. Then he felt like he got screwed. And moved on and then came up to Oregon to reunite with Dan. So it is interesting to see. And all I've heard is good things.
I see a player missing.
From where?
I thought he was a defensive player.
Who?
His brother is back up and behind Mateo.
I don't know. I mean, I'm good with the D end right here with Mateo, Elijah, and Porter.
But I'm wondering where Elijah's brother is. I don't even see him on the depth chart now.
Oh shit.
Cruz.
Yeah. Is he actually in yet?
He's been in.
Yeah. So where is Cruz? Did they forget to add him to this? Maybe they forgot. Maybe they just forgot to add him to this. So I haven't heard any news about Cruz.
Maybe. No, Elijah is.
Yeah, he's going to
definitely
unproven a little bit, but I think he's going to pop this year.
Yeah, he's going to pop backing up Mateo.
That's interesting. Yeah, Cruz. That's right. Google.
Because I know he got a little bit of playing time in the spring game.
Yeah, it says defensive back. So I'm like, yeah, where'd he go? I didn't see him, so I totally kind of forgot about him.
Maybe I'll message his mom and find out, because
Yeah, as of GoDucks.com, the last update was 2024 redshirt sophomore did not appear in the game. I haven't heard that he transferred. So interesting. Yeah. That's an unknown. All right. Well, we're on the lookout for Cruz rushing, apparently, because no one knows where he went. He has disappeared from the team, and I'm going to kick this ad's ass. Stop it. Jesus. Yeah. Interesting. Well, we'll see if we hear anything back about that, and we'll give updates as we hear anything, because, yeah, that is an interesting development. I think that maybe that's the part you kind of forgot because he hadn't played. And there's been so many other guys coming in, and even the transfers. Just kill me now with the ads. Just kill me. Stop. Stop it. Stop it. Thank you. Fuck. This is why we can't have nice things. Exactly why we can't have nice things. Spaz is busy texting. And I'm burping. So that's always nice. I appreciate, though, again, everyone, while we're doing some updates here, for being here on the Exploring with Ben and Sam channel, as well as those who are tuning in and watching on the actual Quacking Off channel. Really appreciate it. Again, we're working on building it. I know how much it sucks to build a YouTube channel. So we knew this would be quite the endeavor. But we wanted to start it because the season's coming up, but also take time to do it right. Try to do it right, anyways.
I just sent Mama Rushing a message to see. Oh, you forgot to go over our depth chart on our special teams.
Oh my God. You're lucky I have it right here. Spaz. Look at this. All you need to know. Look at this sexy bitch. Attica Sappington. All you need to know.
Well, and is James Ross still on the team?
No, didn't he leave?
I thought so.
Yeah, didn't he transfer to like Washington? Oh, well, I misspelled it. I don't know why I said that. No, that wasn't Ross James. That was the other guy. Wasn't it?
I don't remember.
According to ESPN, he's still a punter and active at Oregon.
That's interesting. Ferguson is actually backup. Well, we'll see.
We'll see. Yeah, Ross James is still there. Let me do it.
Yeah.
Luke Dunn.
Luke Dunn, that's the one that left.
I was like, no, Ross James is still there. I was like, and then I was like, well, shit, who is the other guy?
But yeah, Ross James did not have a very spectacular spring game.
Oh, God. Yeah. immediately it was like, what the fuck is that? One of the worst punting games I've ever seen from Oregon.
Yeah, thank God it was spring game.
Yeah. Hopefully that's his only real off game. Like shaking the
Well-
rust off or whatever, because goddamn.
Got a reliable backup, that's for sure.
Yeah. And then Sappington and Boyle,
Yeah.
good. I'm good there. I feel pretty confident. I like that. Long snappers, love you both. Snap the shit out of that ball. Snap the hell out of it.
And we got some returners.
Yeah.
We got some speed demons.
Yeah, I get Bryant because he started trying to do that a little bit last year, kind of getting back into the swing of things.
Yeah.
And Whittington's fine. He's shifty. He's fast. So I think that'll be all right. So I'm not special teams. I'm fine as long as James doesn't have a shitty punting performance again. At least if he does, they can just alternate. Kind of like Sappington and Boyle did for certain ranges. All right, you put Troy to sleep. He's like, special teams. The fuck? Well, I said, snap the hell out of that ball, long snappers. Let's go.
Yeah.
I don't even know who the hell Duzansky. I don't know who the hell that is. He's a long snapper, apparently. I thought it was normally just Basso. So, whatever. Up and coming long snapper, everyone. Up and coming long snapper. Keep out for Nick Duzansky.
Should we move on to the grateful Montana State?
The what now?
The Montana State Bobcats?
What about the Montana State Bobcats? What do we need to know about them right now?
Oh.
We have like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
We have to keep content, Spaz. What the hell are you trying to do to me? Next week we have to do like a final season preview. Then the week after, before the game, we have to do the Bobcat special.
Yeah. So
we got to try to find some FCS guy to come on here randomly with us to talk about them and how good they are. But they're not a slouch of a team by any means. So I'm not trying to downplay the Bobcats. Not for Idaho last year.
Let's just get Spencer on.
Tell him to wear a Bobcat shirt. Just act like him. That's a good idea. We should try to find a Montana Bobcat guy. I thought we could.
Yeah, we could.
Maybe there's like a Locked On FCS. I think that's actually all they have is Locked On FCS. I don't know if they have a guy for every team. I will research. By that, I mean Google. Or search on Twitter/X. Well, Spaz, I think this has been pretty productive for the first show, the first live of Quacking Off. And guess what?
Yeah.
You didn't explode prematurely.
Yeah. Came close.
Oh God. Seahawks are here. And the Trojans. Hi, Megan. This chair is driving me insane. Same as these ads are still going on from the R Lad site. It's absolutely driving me insane.
I didn't see anything.
I've got to get rid of that page. I think it's annoying. Oh.
Damn Trojan.
Oh, I thought it was your drones for grub. He already said he was eating before we went live. He said he already, that was his second dinner.
Yeah, I still have a little bit left. I couldn't find no Locked On FCS on Twitter.
I'll look, or like I said, I can email Spencer and go, hey, is there anyone that does Montana State? He'll probably know someone that knows someone or whatever. Maybe we can get him on to talk.
Yeah.
That'd be cool to do the preview week, anyways. Because I think next week is maybe a kind of final season preview, little maybe record prediction, little thing.
College football playoff prediction, yeah.
Ooh. Playoff prediction. I don't know. That might be that's a little stiff. Got me excited, though.
Stop telling me about your stiff problem.
The chat likes to hear about it on Sunday nights. Well, then, with that, we'll leave it on that note for everyone to just wonder. Spaz, where can everyone find you if they want to follow you online, good sir?
Well, they can find me right there on
Almost still.
almost.
There you go.
So close. Yeah. Sean_Spaz Drag on X, Rocky Classic on Instagram, and yeah.
I'll have to get
TikTok at Rocky Classic, but I don't get on there much.
I'll have to get all of yours, and then we make sure we put it in the profile so everyone can know.
Yeah, we don't have our poster whore to post all our links for us.
It's true. Yeah. So we'll put it on all our profiles and in our comments, our description sections from here on out. I will get that all taken care of for you and everyone. And I'll just be the comment whore who drops all the links.
Yeah, you can do that.
But as usual, I'm just Ben of Exploring Ben and Sam right here on YouTube. You can find me there, Exploring with Ben on X or Twitter. Also, Exploring Ben and Sam on Instagram, where we post once in a while. And
don't forget to go like, view, and subscribe to our new channel, Quacking Off.
That is right. Quacking Off right there. There's the link put in the chat. It's been in there, and it's in the description section of this video. So please go over there, hit the like on that button on that video if you can, or at least just subscribe. So we can start building that.
Hey, by the way,
what?
Troy claims he doesn't like that new channel, but I caught him in there last night, hanging out with those chicks. What do you have to say for yourself, Troy?
Last night was
or
Tuesday.
Sunday.
Oh, I was like, last night was Tuesday.
What do you have to say for yourself, Troy? I saw you hanging out with those girlies over there on the all girly channel now.
Troy's like, gotta go.
Oh, is there another Troy V? Because there was a Troy V in there.
Oh, man. Oh, Troy, we have things to talk about Sunday. We have things to talk about this Sunday night, Troy. Things to talk about.
I'll have to go find the clip because it was in the first few minutes of it. I just tuned in and kind of skipped through for a minute today just to see how it was. And again, They're like, "Oh, hi, Troy. Thanks for showing up. Oh, hi, Megan. Thanks for showing up." But they
Yeah.
don't
Megan
talk
was there
about.
too. That bitch. No, I'm kidding. I know
But they
what you're
don't.
doing.
Yeah, but they don't. They don't talk about anything going on in the chat, and they only are on there for an hour.
Good job, Megan.
What? What happened to Sunday night, man?
We
I
can
mean,
bitch. We can bitch about this on Sunday night. How about that? We'll leave this in a positive note. We'll bitch about that on Sunday night on my normal channel. How about that?
oh, would that be the little Asian girl there, Troy?
I mean, I'm shocked that Troy would ruffle some feathers with people.
Her whole background was all Ohio State, so I imagine it was probably her.
All right. Well, once again, we appreciate everyone here. All the
Yeah.
support, the love, the likes. Do check out the other channel and the official Quacking Off channel. Give us some love over there. We appreciate it as we build up. By the start of the season, we will be over there full time. And on that, Spaz, will they find you anywhere specific during this week? Some little Twitter spaces? Spaces?
Yeah. I ventured in and ran a space this morning for a couple hours. Kind of getting into the flow of football season. You'll see me over there a lot more again. So yeah.
Well, it's likewise here. Everyone on the Exploring Ben and Sam channel, Sunday night.
And I
We'll
may
be
end up
live.
getting a Discord group going together,
Ooh.
talking football during the week.
There you go.
I have my own Discord channel now, so we'll see.
Well, you do. You can start promoting it by all means, obviously.
Yeah, I'm going to start putting this in there. And yeah.
There you go. For all the norms, myself, I will see all of you people normally Sunday night on the Exploring Ben and Sam channel for the Happy After Hangout. And I have to find some fucked up videos to play for y'all.
Yeah.
I guess we'll be back next Wednesday, so right, Spaz? Unless something breaking news comes up.
Yeah. Yeah, sounds good to me next Wednesday.
All right. Well, then, everyone, once again, we appreciate it.
Megan, if you get a chance, go back and listen to the beginning. Ben played a special video. You'll love it.
By means, you'll hate it, but maybe you'll like it. We'll see. As that, once again, everyone, thanks for coming. And there's no better time. How do we want to end this show, Spaz? Fuck Washington.